Guys, welcome back to Brit's Book Corner. Today's video is going to be a reading vlog. The book I'm going to be reading is Lover Eternal by J.R. Ward. This is a part of the Black Dagger Brotherhood series, and this is a series I have absolutely loved. I've written fan fictions on them. I talked about them on my Wattpad Stories video. So I am realizing right now that in one chapter, I forgot so much of this book. I mean, I remember my favorite parts of this book. I remember things from other books as I'm reading this book. Things are coming into my head. But I forgot what happened in the first chapter. Like, I knew, like, I was reading and I got to the middle of the chapter and I was like, okay, well, when is this going to happen? Like, I remember it happening. Like, when is it going to happen? Like, where is it? It should have happened by now. Or in my head, that's what happened. And in the end, that's not the case. Like, I read the whole first chapter and half of the first chapter, the last half of the first chapter, I don't remember happening. Like, I just don't remember it happening. I don't remember the book going like that, and I don't know if it's because my favorite moments outshined it, or if it's because it's been 2 years. I don't really know, but I'm super excited, and now it has me wondering, like, when are these other parts going to happen? So, with 2 more chapters under my belt and lots of interruptions from my kids, I am remembering why I fell in love with this book. I'm remembering why I fell in love with this series. I love that all these characters are intertwined together. All these characters that are going to be in future books are all tying in together. I'm really liking all these things. I'm really loving it. It's just there. It's really, it's just really there, and I'm really loving it. But but my mind skewed some of the things that I remembered happening in this book. So I remembered one of the events happening that I just read completely differently. Like, I remember it happening with the same characters, just a complete different start. I don't know if it's because I remembered the start of a fan fiction or if I'm remembering parts of fan fictions or what it is. I don't really know. But my mind skewed these memories and these thoughts on this stuff. So now I'm here thinking, like, okay, what else have I gotten wrong with this series? You know, what else have I thought that I had right that wasn't right? You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to reading more of this book and then more of the series. Something just happened in this book that I literally can honestly say I don't remember happening. I don't remember it at all. And it was a really big foreshadowing moment, so I don't understand how I forgot it or skipped it in all the times that I've read this book. Um, but I, in the beginning of the book, Mary, the main female character, had gotten a call from her doctor stating that her quarterly appointment, something went wrong and they needed her to come in for another checkup or something like that. Something along the lines. And you learn that she had had cancer 2 years prior, and she'd been in remission for 2 years, and she was scared that she was sick again. Normal, all that stuff. And obviously, that was put there to put that seed in your mind of, is she dying? Is she sick? What's happening? Now, I was reading, and I think it was in like chapter 8 that this happened, and I never noticed this before, and it's freaking me out because it's a total, like, thing that I really wish I would have remembered but it said she was a human and she was sick, maybe dying. I've never seen that line. I cannot remember that line being there. So seeing it foreshadowed, because I know how the book ends, and I'm not going to spoil that for you, but I know how the book ends. And so seeing that line there, knowing that it's foreshadowing, knowing that all this is happening, I was just like, whoa. All right, guys, so I'm about to start chapter 35. I'm 3/4 of the way through the book, and that is something that I, A, had not anticipated, but B, I'm shocked at, because I didn't think that I was going to get through this book that fast. I forgot how really fast I could read these books, how well these books read for me. But the biggest thing that I forgot about this book is how emotionally charged it is. I mean, Rage and Mary, their emotions are already high because of their issues that they're dealing with on their own. And then they have issues with their relationship together, and their relationship is just starting out at this point, and it's their relationship is up and down and up and down, and of course, the emotions are going. I started tearing up at a couple points, and my emotions are roller coastering along with it, because as I read, I empathize with the characters. And so I just had not anticipated and did not remember the books being this emotionally charged at all. Like, I don't remember it at all. But I'm so glad I'm reading them again, because it's just like, it's eye-opening for me. So I just have to say, like, even though I don't remember a lot of things, and I am remembering certain things differently or whatever, I'm loving this book anyway. That's what I wanted to try, is to try and read it and get myself back into the reading groove. And I'm saying it's working, because this book has a ton of pages. I want to say it's like 441 pages, and I'm on page 310. So, I mean, like, I've read so much of this book already today, so I'm super excited to read it. So this book is going to be a multi-day, probably 2-book reading vlog, because I'm reading so quickly that I don't really think this video is going to be long at all with just one book in it. So I'm going to try to do multi-day, multi-book reading vlogs. So we'll see how this goes. So I will update you guys when I finish the book. So I finished it. I finished Lover Eternal, and I'm super excited to say that I finished it. It was a whole lot better than I remembered it being, and I'm so glad I did. I'm super excited. Look forward to the review that I'm going to write on it on my Bookstagram account, which will be linked down below. And I can't wait to show you what I'm reading next. Next, I'm going to be reading Lover Revealed, which is book 4 of the series, and it is Butch and Marissa's story, and this is also one of my favorite ones. And I just can't wait to relive this series. It's 5:40 in the morning on day 2, but it's day 2. And I'm reading Lover Revealed, which is my second favorite book, but also book 4 of the series. And so I stopped reading after chapter 17 last night, and I am remembering a lot of this book the way it should happen, so I'm super excited about that. But Butch and Marissa's story is one of those stories that I always will go back to, kind of like Rage and Mary's, because their story is just so good. It's like strong female, strong male, but the female is stronger. Things happen. It's weird. You'd have to read the book. But I really love this book, and I really love, reliving these memories with these books. So I'm reading Lover Revealed, and I'm just going to see how well I'm remembering things, and then go on from there. I'm not reading these books in any particular order. I'm not reading these books in any specific way. I'm just reading these books, the books that I want to read of this series anyway. So let's get going on the reading. So I've read 9 more chapters already this morning, and it's 7:45. So in about 2 hours, I've read right around 9 chapters. I'm about to start chapter 28 or 27, and I'm just super excited to be reading the book. I have realized though that I wasn't remembering everything as I thought I was, because there are some things that's happening that I truthfully just don't remember. So I'm loving reading these books. I'm loving giving it a chance. I'm already thinking about which book in this series I'm going to read next. And I'm super excited. And I'm trying to just relive these books as best as I can and absorb them so that it doesn't take me another 2 years to read them again. I'm about to start chapter 36, but I wanted to come on here and tell you that just like Rage and Mary's book, I'm going to tell you that you need to read Butch and Marissa's book. And Butch and Marissa's story is vastly different from Rage and Mary's story, and it's vastly different from basically any other paranormal romance I've read, because she's a vampire, he's a human turned evil eater, whatever you want to call him, who somehow finds out he's part vampire but just didn't go through the change. And then he changes into a vampire, and then just the whole story is just so good. And I don't want to give too much away, but Butch and Marissa's story is one that I will always hold dear, just like I will always hold Rage and Mary's. But Butch and Marissa, their story just, I don't know, it's heartwarming. Like, it's nice to see that a strong woman can fall for what she thinks is a weak man and go, just, I don't know. It goes against all the norms and paranormal romances, and I really like that the series does do that. So alright guys, I finished reading Lover Revealed, and I have to say, I forgot about the ending. Like, really truthfully forgot about the ending. I don't know how to put it. Like, I was reading the ending, I was reading the last couple chapters, and closer to the end of the book, the chapters got shorter. And I was reading, and I was like, I don't remember any of this happening, so I kept reading. And then I remembered the very end of the book, like the very end, last scene of the book, but I didn't remember the build up to the last scene of the book, you know what I mean? So, I'm glad I read this because I'm so glad that I read this. Lover Revealed is one of my favorites of the series, and I'm super glad I read it, and I just can't wait to read more of this series and figure out what book I want to read next. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog. I know I enjoyed reading these books again. Please comment down below if you've read any of the Black Dagger Brotherhood books and what your favorite books are. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow my Bookstagram account, which will be in the description below, so you guys can follow me and see the reviews on all the books I read. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.